Hey Mary, good morning. Um, so far, but I'm not the one teaching this. So no, you and I are together here because Kasey is going to be teaching it. Oh, you're on mute. I can't hear you.
I was trying to bring it up on the phone because I have a doctor's appointment I have to drive to. So at least I would
Oh,
be able to listen. So,
yes, good idea.
yeah,
I just didn't want you to think that it was just me and you here sitting here by
waiting.
ourselves. Yeah,
Well,
is
and
that
I knew
okay?
I was a few minutes early too. So,
I always like to be early because I am not a Zoom pro yet, and so there's always something that I have to fix. I feel like.
yeah.
Or go into it a different way than I thought I had. I'm learning a lot, more
Oh,
than I probably ever wanted to know about it, but I am learning.
it's a very handy tool. That's for
It
sure.
is, yeah. And actually, I'm so grateful for it because it really does allow you to do more than we ever dreamed that we could have. Like I'm in Colorado. I don't know where you are, but
New
that's
Ham
amazing.
yeah. I'm in Florida in the winter, in New Hampshire in the summer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm definitely East Coast. So, yeah, yeah,
So yeah, so like we wouldn't have been able to do this 10
right.
years ago.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So 2020 in COVID really made Zoom blossom. So
Yeah, it forced it, right? Like it forced
yeah,
its hand. Yeah. And I work from home with my other job, and so that is also nice that
yeah,
I'm able to do the things that I do, and still am able to participate in things. So
that is great. Now, did you go through Brittany's class or program at one point?
yes, well, I went through her coaching program, and so I also have a lot of other things. I'm a health coach. I am a fasting coach, all of that kind of stuff. I'm a teacher.
Oh,
Um, And so when Brittany reached out to those that graduated underneath her and said, "Hey, we need some coaches," it's such a big privilege because she only picks like the best of the best. So that was like,
yeah.
you know how when she says like, when you put it out there and then it comes true and you're like, "Oh, what?"
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it was
true.
kind of like that. Yeah, so I'm super excited about it.
Cool. Yeah, I'm glad to see. I mean, it looks like there are four coaches right now. That's great.
Yeah, yeah, and it's so amazing. I think like all the different things that they offer. Like they are a very big powerhouse. So it's
Yeah.
really a thing.
And and now there's like buddy meetings. That's all new too. That's wonderful.
Yeah. And I kind of I like I'm just kind of tagging along right now, seeing how it's run. So like Kasey will run it, but then tomorrow or next week I'll run my own
Oh,
one like
good.
this and just kind of seeing how it goes and how people, participate and how like the other day we were having a buddy meeting and nobody wanted to go. So I went first just to kind of try to get it going. And then you know how sometimes just somebody has to be the first.
Yep.
Yeah.
It works that way. So, well, I have to find my purse and then get in the car.
All
So,
right. Well, it looks like they are here now. Casey's here now. So enjoy your appointment and I will see you
you
later.
can, yeah, I'm going to go back to mute so that I don't
Me too.
have to figure out how to hit mute.
Oh, you got it. All right. Hi, ladies. Welcome everyone to our call today. This is our first study group session of 2026. So today we're going to be going over the first couple of modules in the Thrive program. This is going to be the intention setting and also the cravings technique. So I want to welcome all of you here today. I'm so glad that you're here. Some of you have been in the program for a while. I think we've got some new faces. So welcome everybody. I'm just gonna jump right in and do our intention setting just so we can get going with the session. And then after that, we will do the craving technique. And I may ask for someone to volunteer for that if you've got a craving food that you have on hand. Maybe you brought something to class today If you didn't or don't have a craving food with you, just think of what one of your top craving food is, that thing that you have to go for, and we'll just visualize it using the technique today. Okay, all right. So intention setting. So what I would like for everyone to do is just get comfortable in your seat. I'd like for you to go ahead and just close your eyes, take a couple of deep breaths, and just start to relax your body. Start to relax your face. Notice any tension around your eyebrows, around your jaw. Maybe roll out your neck. Let your shoulders get comfortable. Breathe deep into your belly. Let your arms be relaxed, your hands and your fingers. Relax through your hips, through your legs, all the way down into your feet and your toes, just releasing any tension you may have. Okay, and I want you to take a moment and just settle into your body. I want you to feel the surface beneath you supporting your weight, and allow your breath to slow down. So there's no effort here. There's nothing we have to fix here. We're just being in this moment here together. And as you sit here now, I want you to acknowledge that the version of you who found this program did not arrive by accident. Every experience that you've had, all of the struggles, the patterns, the coping, everything you've tried has brought you to this moment. There's nothing to regret here. There's nothing for you to be ashamed of. And there's nothing that needs to be erased. Take a breath and silently thank the parts of you that worked so hard to survive, to adapt, and to get through. The parts that used food, control, distraction, or protection when that was the best option available. Those parts of you did their job, and you're here today because of them. Now I want you to gently acknowledge this truth. Those strategies no longer need to lead. The past no longer needs to decide what happens next. You are allowed to carry the wisdom forward without carrying the weight. You are allowed to honor who you were while choosing who you are becoming. And with your next breath, imagine setting down anything that feels heavy, outdated, or no longer aligned. Not with force, not with regret, but with gratitude. You don't need to fight your past to move forward. You can simply step beyond it. And as you open this new chapter, set this intention within yourself. I am open to healing. I am open to support. I am open to change that feels safe, sustainable, and true for me. I give myself permission to receive, not because I've earned it, but because I'm ready. I allow my body to soften. I allow my nervous system to settle. I allow this work to meet me where I am. I am willing to meet myself with curiosity instead of judgment, with compassion instead of control, with trust instead of fear. And as this journey begins, I choose to listen to my body, to honor it, and not to battle it. I choose to move forward with patience and presence. I choose to allow the highest version of myself to emerge, gently, naturally, and in her own time. So take a couple more breaths here. I want you to keep your eyes closed and allow your body to just soften a little more. There's not anything that you need to do in this moment. All you need to do is to just be here and be present. And now I want you to imagine yourself 6 months from today. I want you to see yourself on the other side of this journey. Not a perfect version of you, but a real one. a woman who has created peace around food, a woman who feels at home in her body, a woman who trusts herself. I want you to see her clearly, see that version of you clearly. Notice how she stands. Notice the way that she carries herself. See the ease in her posture, the calm confidence in her presence. I want you to look at her face. See into her eyes. Notice the softness and the strength there. Notice the expression she wears as she moves through her life. And how does she move through her day? How does she eat? Not what she eats, but how she eats. With ease, with trust, without all the constant noise, without constantly monitoring and negotiating with herself. Notice how she treats her body, the respect, the listening, the absence of punishment. See how she lives her days, how she wakes up, how she moves through her routines, how she responds to stress, how she makes choices, how she regulates her emotions. This version of you is not fighting herself. She's not trying to control herself. She is in relationship with herself. And now I want you to gently step closer to her. I want you to feel her presence, her steadiness, her groundedness, and ask her quietly and honestly, what did you need to do to become who you are right now? Listen to what she has to tell you. Ask her, what did you have to stop listening to? What did you begin trusting instead? What are the small choices that mattered most? And there's no right or wrong answer here. Just notice what comes. Notice what comes into your mind. And now ask her, when things felt hard, what kept you going? When doubt came up, what did you remember? When those old habits pulled at you, what did you choose to do instead? Again, just listen to her. This woman, this version of you, is not separate from you. She's not waiting somewhere in the future. She is already within you. You are accessing her wisdom right now. You've seen her because you recognize her. You felt her because she's familiar. And you heard her voice because it lives inside of you. Her wisdom is not something that you earn at the end of this program. It's something that you access all along the way, starting now. So when moments of discomfort arise, when those old habits start to speak up, when doubt, resistance, or struggles appear, that's not a failure. It's just the old version of you disagreeing with the new direction that you've chosen. That is the past brushing up against the future. That is the growing edge where change is happening. Those moments are signals. They are invitations. They are your future self tapping you on the shoulder, asking you to listen, to pause here, choose again, remember who you are becoming. Every challenge is a conversation between who you've been and who you're stepping into. and you get to choose which voice leads. Take a breath now and imagine gently integrating this future version of you. Not pulling her in, not forcing her, just simply allowing her qualities to settle into your body. Her calm, her trust, her confidence, her steadiness. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your breath in your chest. And feel yourself here, now, in this moment, anchored, supported, and ready. And as you continue this journey, I want you to remember this. You are not becoming someone new. You are remembering who you are. You're not behind. You're not broken. You are already in motion. This work is not about fixing, it's about alignment. And you are so ready to take the next step, grounded, open, and connected to the woman you are becoming. So I want everyone to take one more deep final breath. And when you're ready, just gently open your eyes and come back to our little meeting here with everyone around. Great job, everyone. Any comments? Does anyone want to share anything they experienced doing that visualization or little meditation there? Feel free to raise your hand or you can pop it in the chat. Okay, all right, I think we're ready to move on. So, all right, we're going to do our craving exercise next. This is called the ball of light technique. So some of you may have done this already in the Thrive module. If not, if this is your first time, we'll do it live today. I'll walk you through the process. We're going to eliminate a craving right now during this call. And afterwards, if anyone has any questions about the process, certainly let me know. Now, is there anyone who has a craving food they would like to work with that wants to work live with me during the call today? Any volunteers? Marlene, I see your hand up. All right, so go ahead and unmute yourself, Marlene.
Hi.
Hello, how are you today?
Good, thanks. Do you want me to
Good.
bring it or just tell you what it is?
Well, tell me what it is, and do you have it with you?
I can grab it and really quick.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
what is it first, and then go grab it for us.
It's dark chocolate.
Oh, dark
Little
chocolate.
squares.
Perfect. That's a good one. Awesome. So while Marlene is doing that, if anyone else has a craving food that you have in the house that you want to grab, it's great to be able to use a food and do this with the actual food. But if you don't have it on you, that's totally fine. We can just visualize it for now, and we will work with that. Okay,
They're
awesome.
these.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
They are.
Those are
And
fancy.
I found a new really good way of having them is to roast some pecans and have this along with some roasted pecans.
Oh boy.
Deadly. But I shouldn't eat them. So that's why I'm
Yeah,
tapping with you.
perfect. All right, so I want everyone to either have your craving food in front of you now, or if you're just visualizing it, I want you to go ahead and close your eyes and think of that food if you're visualizing. If you've got it in front of you, I want you to go ahead and look at it, okay? I want you to really take in the visuals of this food. I want you to see the color, the textures, notice what it looks like, and I want you to start noticing that desire that you have for this food. Notice how good it looks, how much you want to take a bite of it. Perfect. Okay. And now what I want you to do is to smell that food. If you're imagining it, just imagine what this food smells like. And I want you to again feel that desire. Notice how you want this food even more now that you can smell it and get in that wonderful fragrance. Feel that desire come up. Okay. Next, I want you to take a very small bite of this food. I want you to actually taste it. If you're visualizing, imagine taking a bite of that food. Imagine the texture of it in your mouth. Notice the flavors, notice the taste, notice how good it tastes, how much you love this food. And notice how much you want to eat more of it. Okay? So, Marlene, I'm going to check in with you. I want you to rate your desire for this chocolate on a scale from 0 to 10. 0 would be, I'm going to go throw it in the trash and not think about it. A 10 is, I want to eat a whole package of these. Where are you at?
10.
10. Awesome. All right. Does anybody else have a rating on their food? I want everybody else to rate your food. Rate your desire. You can pop it in the chat if you want of what number you're at right now. Okay, so make sure you've got that number. Make sure you're noticing your desire for this food. All right, now Marlene, I want you to go ahead and put that chocolate down. And I want you to close your eyes. We've got Dawn at an 8, so everybody close your eyes. And I want you to, again, think about this craving food. I want you to visualize it. Remember how it smells. Remember how it tastes. Remember how good it feels. And go ahead and tap on your karate chop point and repeat after me. Even though I have this craving for, and then say the name of your food. And Marlene.
I was craving for the dark chocolate. Sorry.
Perfect. I got you. I got you. You're good. All right. Even though I have this craving, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I have this craving for chocolate, whatever your food is, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I just want to eat all of this chocolate, chips, whatever you got, I completely love and accept myself. Okay. All right, now everyone start tapping through the points. And I want you to, again, focus on this food. Think about the good taste of it. Think about how good it makes you feel. Think about the flavor, the texture. And I want you to really start thinking about how this food makes you feel. How do you feel when you eat it? Why is it that you want to eat more? What's the feeling there? Does it bring you joy? Does it bring you excitement? Does it make you feel calm? What's the feeling there? Think about those feelings and think about this flavor. So go through a little round of tapping, just focusing on that flavor and focusing on these good feelings, thinking about what exactly it is that this food gives you. What's the payoff? What are you getting out of it? What is that good feeling? Okay. And then I want you to take a break from tapping. If you've got the food in front of you, I want you to open your eyes, look at your food again. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your hands and you're going to scoop into the food. And you're going to actually scoop out all of those feelings. So all of those good feelings we were just thinking of, joy, excitement, calm, I want you to imagine that you're scooping that energy out of the food and bring it towards you. Scoop out all of the good flavor, all the good smells. I want you to energetically scoop it out of the food and bring it towards you. And as you're bringing all of these good feelings towards you, it's going to take you a few times to scoop in there and get everything. You'll know when you feel like you've kind of collected it out of there. And just imagine that all these good feelings, these good flavors, everything that you just scooped out of there has turned into this beautiful ball of white, iridescent, sparkly light. So go ahead and close your eyes again. I want you to see this beautiful ball of light in your hands with all of these good feelings, all of these good flavors, all of this goodness. The fun, the joy, the peace, the calm, everything that's in there is in this little ball. And I want you to imagine that you take this ball of light and you're going to place it inside of your heart. And as you pull this ball of light inside your heart, you are just filled with all of these good feelings, all of the joy, all of the excitement, all of the love. And you can taste the goodness of this flavor. You can taste the chocolate. You can smell it. And you're just filled with all of these good feelings. And notice that these feelings are inside of you now. You've pulled them out of the food. You have them inside of you. And I want you to again, well, I want you to now think about all of these good feelings. And I want you to think about this good taste again. Imagine the taste of this food. Imagine the smell. Remember how good it tastes. Remember the good smell. And I want you to think back about what this food reminds you of. What is your earliest memory of this food? There's something it reminds you of. There's a time in your life when you had this food, and there's a memory of enjoying this food. I want you to think about that time. And I want you to notice who is with you in this memory. Who is there with you? I want you to see this person. If there's a whole group of people, I want you to focus on 1 or 2 people. And if there's not a person in this memory, if you're by yourself, I want you to see your younger self. If there's no people, but there's an animal or a tree, you can focus on that, okay? Usually it's a person that comes up for us. So I want you to see that person in front of you. And I want you to take this ball of light from your heart. I want you to hold it again in your hands. And seeing how beautiful and sparkly it is, how it's just glowing and gleaming with all of these good feelings. And I want you to toss this ball of light over to your person. Send this ball of light with all its good feelings, all of its good taste to this person. And I want you to see them catch this ball of light. And as they catch it in their hands and receive it, they are immediately filled with all of these good feelings, all of the good memories, and all of the joy, all of the peace, all of the love, everything that you scooped out of this food earlier, you have just given to them in this ball of light. And they're just filled with all of these feelings. See the look on their face. I want you to see their expression, their joy, their gratitude, how happy they are to be sharing this with you, how grateful they are that you've shared this with them. And then imagine that they take this ball of light and they pass it back to you. They want to share these feelings with you again. They want you to have these back. And as you catch and receive that ball of light again, you're filled with all of these good feelings. All the good feelings of the chocolate, whatever food you have, they're filled with all of these good feelings again. And then you pass this ball of light back to them again, seeing their face as they receive all the good feelings, all the good tastes, remembering this time with you. And they again pass the ball back to you. And every time you receive this ball of light, you just feel the warmth in your body. You're filled with all of these good feelings. And just keep passing this ball of light back and forth with this person, back and forth. And noticing that every time they receive this ball of light, you just see their face light up. You see the warmth, you see the love, you see the gratitude. And every time you receive the ball back again, feeling all these wonderful feelings, enjoying this connection, enjoying this moment. So you'll pass that ball of light back and forth a few times. And the last time you receive that ball of light, you hold it in your hands, place it back inside of your heart. Again, feeling all of these wonderful warm feelings. And seeing this ball of light just mesh into your body, knowing that these feelings are yours to keep forever. All of these good feelings, all of this good memory is yours to have. And I want you to go ahead and take a deep breath. And I want you to come back to your food. So if you have it in front of you, I want you to open your eyes and again, look at your food. I want you to pick it up and smell it again. If you're visualizing, just visualize what it looks like, visualize smelling it. I want you to take another small bite of that food, or imagine taking another bite. And I want you to notice what it is that you like about this food now. It may taste a little bit different than it did the first time, but just notice what it is that you like about this food. Notice what about it appeals to you. What about it makes you want more? And this is where we start to focus on what we call the aspects of the food. So it may be something about the smell that you really like. It may be something about the texture. It may be a certain part of the taste is the thing that you're really liking about it. So I want you to focus on that aspect of the food. And I want you to, again, rate your desire for this food on a scale from 0 to 10. Again, a 0 is you can go throw it away. A 10 is you still want to eat the whole bag. Okay, so check in and see where you are now. And Marlene, what is your number right now? You're at a 7. Okay, awesome. And Marlene, if you wouldn't mind unmuting yourself, I just want to check in with you. So you went from a 10 to a 7. And anyone else, you're welcome to put in the chat where your number is at now. Marlene, what is it about the chocolate that is standing out to you right now?
It's really creamy, and
Mm-hmm.
I like the taste. Like
Mm-hmm.
a really good taste. It doesn't taste alcohol-y or
Mm-hmm.
full of a bunch of additives. It just tastes pure.
Like pure cocoa,
Yeah,
how you would describe it?
yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you, Marlene. So, for everybody else, I want you to think about what are those little descriptive words? What is the aspect of your food? Maybe it's a crunchiness, maybe it's a saltiness, a sweetness, could be a bitterness, whatever that word is for your food. So now we're going to tap on that aspect of the food. And since Marlene is my example today, I'm going to use her words of creaminess and the taste of the cocoa. That's what I'm going to use in my tapping, but as you're following along, just insert your own descriptive words for your food, okay? All right, so start tapping on the karate chop again and repeat after me. Even though I still have this craving for chocolate, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I still want to eat this chocolate, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I still have this craving for the chocolate, I love myself and I'm open to exploring it. Okay, so everyone start tapping through the points now. This is where we're going to start focusing on the aspect of the food. So whatever that quality is, I want you to really focus on that quality of the food. So Marlene, you're going to focus on the creaminess and that cocoa flavor. I want you to just focus on that. Imagine you can still taste it, just hanging on to that flavor. And as we're doing this, I encourage you to really get into it. So if there's any sounds that you want to make around the food as we're tapping, I'll try to do a little bit of that as we're going through this. But really enjoy this. Think about how much you love this food. And go ahead and repeat after me and make sure to insert your own words here. I just love this chocolate. I just love the creaminess. I love that creamy texture. It just feels so smooth in my mouth. I love that creaminess. I love the way it melts. That cocoa flavor. It tastes so natural. It tastes so authentic. I just love the flavor of that cocoa. It's so delicious. That creamy cocoa flavor. I just can't get enough. I just love this chocolate. It tastes so delicious. It feels so decadent. I just love the creaminess on my tongue. I love the richness of this chocolate. This rich cocoa flavor. It's so delicious. I just love the way it tastes. I love this cocoa flavor. It feels so good when I eat it. I just can't get enough of this cocoa. I love this cocoa flavor. I just love this creaminess. Good. All right, so everyone take a break from tapping. Take another deep breath. And I want you to again come back to your food, either visualizing or the food you have in front of you. I want you to again look at it. I want you to smell it. And I want you to take another little taste of it. And I want you to notice what's different about the flavor of that chocolate now, or the flavor of the food that you're working with. As we're working through this process, you're going to notice that the flavor starts to change a little bit. You start to notice different things about it. So notice what it is that you still like about it. I want you to, again, check in with your desire for this food. Again, on that scale from 0 to 10 of how much you want this food now. And Marlene, I'm going to check in with you again if you'll unmute yourself and let me know what number you're at. And Dawn, I'd like to know where you are too.
6.
6. Okay, so we're down a little more. We're creeping down. Okay, Dawn's at a 0. Awesome. Good job, Dawn. Okay, so our goal in this process is that we want to get all the way to a 0. Doing any level of this work helps us get that craving down. And, with every time that we get it down, it kind of gives us a little bit more control over that craving. But what we want to do is get it all the way down to a 0. So Marlene, talk to me now about what it is that you're liking about this food now. What is it about it that makes you want to have more of this?
It's got a really heavy cocoa flavor, but what changed was it changed from like the creaminess of a cocoa bar, more like the taste of if you held a tablespoon of chocolate or cocoa that you would raw cocoa, like having that. So it's lost a little bit of its sweetness.
It's lost a little sweetness.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. So give me a little more description around the cocoa. Would you say it's more of a bitterness that you're tasting in it, or yeah,
Yeah.
a little more
Mhm.
bitter, pure chocolate flavor,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
cocoa? Okay, awesome. All right, so for everyone else, if you're still above a 0, I want you to do the same thing. I want you to rate your desire for that food, and I want you to notice what aspect of this food is still appealing to you. What are the qualities about it? What is the taste, the texture? What is it that's sticking out about it? And we're going to do another round of tapping on the aspects. Okay? All right. So again, I'm going to work with Marlene's example. Just be sure to insert your own food and your own words in here. All right, so start tapping on that karate chop point again and repeat after me. Even though I still have this craving for chocolate, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I still want this chocolate, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I still have a desire for this chocolate, I completely love and accept myself. Okay, now go ahead and start tapping through the points. I want you to, again, focus on this flavor, this texture, whatever it is about the food that's still calling to you. Go ahead and focus on that. And we're going to start speaking aloud. So go ahead and repeat after me and insert your own words and your own descriptions here. I just love this cocoa flavor. I just can't get enough of it. I love the richness of this cocoa. I love the bitterness of it. It tastes so rich and decadent. I just love this cocoa flavor. It just tastes so luxurious. I just love the bitterness. I love the little bite of this cocoa. I love the way it tastes. Just slightly sweet, but pure cocoa. I just love this flavor. I just love this cocoa. I love the richness of it. The bitterness. I love the way it feels in my mouth. I love the way it melts. This rich cocoa flavor. All the bitterness. This slightly sweet, bitter flavor. It's so rich and decadent. I love this cocoa. I love this bitter cocoa. This slightly sweet, bitter flavor. I love the pureness of it. I want more of this bitter flavor. I just love this cocoa. Great. All right, so everyone take a break from tapping. Take another deep breath. All right, we're gonna again check in with our food. So go back to your food again. I want you to look at it, visualize it, smell it, take another small bite. And I want you to notice again what's different about it now. Notice how the flavor shifts. If there's something different that you're noticing about it now. And I want you to again rate that desire on a scale from 0 to 10. And Marlene, when you're ready, go ahead and unmute yourself and let's check in and see where you are.
Maybe 4 or 5.
4 or 5, okay. All right, awesome. Okay, so what is it about this food that's appealing to you now?
Well, in that state, I was thinking about when I was young and all the interaction with my cousins and stuff like that. And I think it's got to relate with there was crazy cakes, which were always heavy cocoa. And it seemed like the joy around my cousins and that it brought a lot of joy, but at the same time, there was always bitterness. And so I think what it is I kind of saw it as the joy of being together, but the bitterness of the fighting and confusion that was around it at the same time. So it's kind of like this chocolate's got all that in it.
Oh, that's very interesting. Interesting. Okay, so there's still memories associated with that.
Yeah.
As far as the chocolate itself, is there something about the taste of it or the flavor that's making you kind of physically have more of a desire for it, or is it more the memories?
I'd say it's the deep richness, which I never really thought of how rich chocolate is, but dark chocolate to me is really rich, and that just tastes really good.
Okay. Okay, great. All right. So what we're going to do here, since you're still at a 4 or 5, we're going to do another round of tapping on that aspect of it around the richness of the chocolate. And let's see. And I'll try to bring in a little bit of the memories too. Usually when we're working with the craving and we get to this point, we want to focus on the aspects of the food, but I think both of those are kind of equally up for you. So I'll throw in some phrasing around that too. So for everyone else who is following along, again, if you're above a 0, again, just notice what it is that you still like about this food, what qualities of it, and just fill in the blanks as we're going through this. So, all right, here we go. So tap on that karate chop point again and repeat after me. Even though I still crave this chocolate, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have all these wonderful memories associated with the chocolate, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I still want this chocolate, I love myself and I'm open to exploring this. All right, so go ahead and tap through the points. I want you to again focus on that flavor, focus on the texture, whatever it is that's calling out to you about this food. Taste that flavor and focus on that taste, that texture. I want you to focus on that as we're tapping. And go ahead and repeat after me. The richness of this chocolate. I just love how it tastes. I love the depth of the flavor. It tastes so decadent. It's so rich. I love the richness of this chocolate. It makes me feel joyful. I also love the bitterness. It reminds me of times that were joyful and bitter. This chocolate is so rich. It holds so much flavor and so many memories. It's so rich. There's so much depth and complexity in this chocolate. I just love all of that richness. I love all of the layers of flavor and meaning. I love the richness of this chocolate. I love the way it tastes. This full-bodied flavor. It's so rich and decadent. I just can't get enough. I love this rich chocolate cocoa flavor. All of the layers. All the depth of flavor. I love this rich chocolate. It's so good. It makes me feel so good to eat it. It feels so decadent. Okay, great. All right, so everyone take a break from tapping. Again, take a deep breath. Okay, we're gonna come back and check in with that food again. So again, look at it, smell it, and take a small taste of it. And I want you to again notice your desire for this food. Notice your desire to eat more of it. If you feel like you could go throw it away right now and be fine with that, that means you're at a 0. If you're at a 10, that means you want to still eat a whole Costco-sized container. Okay. So Marlene, let's check back in with you and see where you're at on that scale right now.
Well, I'm probably still at a 3. This is a slow go, Aaron.
Well, it's still
But
at a 3.
But you know
Okay.
what? I'm really relating to all the events in my life that bring this so
Yes.
flavorful.
Yep. Yeah.
Hmm.
So once we start getting down, a lot of times people will get to like a 1 or 2 and just kind of get stuck there. You're at a 3. We're right on that borderline. So now what's happened is that the craving for the food itself is really starting to subside. You're at a point now where you could probably easily resist that food, but we're not trying to resist our cravings here. We are trying to reprogram them. So what's left there is now really a resistance that we have, a subconscious resistance to giving up this food. And it's because of all those wonderful memories and all of the things that we have associated with it. Okay, so now we're going to do a round of tapping on that resistance. So go ahead and start tapping on that karate chop point again and repeat after me. Even though I still crave this chocolate, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I still want this chocolate, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I don't want to give up this chocolate, I love myself and I'm open to exploring this. Great. So start tapping through the points and just repeat after me. Everyone, fill in your food, any relevant words, and go ahead and repeat after me. I don't want to give up this chocolate. It just tastes so good. I enjoy it so much. I don't want to give up this chocolate. I don't want to give up this craving. This chocolate makes me happy. I have so many good memories around it. It reminds me of so many wonderful things, so many wonderful times and wonderful people. And I don't want to give up this chocolate. I don't want to give up this craving because it makes me feel so good. It makes me feel joyful. It reminds me of so many joyful times. How am I supposed to feel joyful without it? What am I supposed to do without my chocolate? It makes me feel so good. How am I supposed to feel good without this? I don't want to give up my chocolate. I'm not going to give up my chocolate. And you can't make me. You can't take away my chocolate. This is mine. This is my chocolate. This is my joy. And you can't take away my joy. Good. All right. So everyone just keep tapping through the points. Take a couple deep breaths and keep tapping. And go ahead and repeat after me. I'm open to shifting this. I'm open to releasing this craving because I don't want this food to control me. I don't have to give up this food. I can have it anytime I want. I don't need this food to feel joyful. I don't need this food to make me happy. It's just food. It's just chocolate. It doesn't have any power over me. I know that the joy lies within me. The memories are within me. I can access them at any time. I don't need the food to bring me joy. It's just chocolate. I can have it anytime I want, but I release its control over me now. Okay. All right, great. So everyone take a break from tapping. Take another deep breath. Okay, awesome. And Marlene, I want to check back in with you. Hopefully everybody is down to a 0 now or getting very close. But Marlene, let's see where you are right now. How do you feel about this? You can take another bite of the food if you want to see if the desire's still there, or if you just don't even want to do that, that's fine.
Well, it still tastes good and deep chocolatey and cocoa-y and
Mm-hmm.
rich. However, what I really saw in that was I saw the joy moments that has
Mm-hmm.
come with chocolate. And
Mm-hmm.
and and it was all about bringing me joy.
Yeah.
Every
Mm-hmm.
situation was about that.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of thinking if I looked at chocolate and just looked at it like JOY, you know, that I could probably pass it up quite often and just realize that it's those emotions I'm tapping into.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. Great job, Marlene. Thank you so much for sharing and being my little guinea pig today. And what I would recommend that you do, since you still have a lot of memories tied to chocolate and those feelings of joy, try doing the ball of light exercise on it again. Maybe envision a different memory that came to mind while we were working today, and visualize a different person and see if that helps to bring your craving down more, because it sounds like there's just a few layers of that in there. All right. Awesome. So does anyone have any questions about the process or would like to share your experience? You can raise your hand or pop in the chat. Yeah, Don, unmute yourself and join us.
Hey, how you doing, Kasey?
Hi. Good.
I just wanted to comment and even get your input because this has happened to me more than once, and it happened to me today. It's funny because I started off using these protein cookies that I now eat because they're healthier than anything else that's chocolate, right? And I've noticed lately that I've started using them far too often, and it's like, okay, I have to deal with this. So during the ball of light, the chocolate cookie turned into chocolate ice cream, which is what I used to have. So it was really interesting. So I decided to go ahead and go with the ice cream. So I wanted your thoughts on that, but also what was really interesting to me is it took me back to one of the because my home became very abusive in my teen years, but when I was younger, it was not. It was lovely. And we would as a family, sit around and have all these really good memories, but that's when I learned to eat through the night because that's what my parents did, that's what my brother did, that's what we all did. And so eating sweets at night was like a love family event, right? So it brings me back to that, which was a very good memory. And by the way, they're all dead now, my mom, my dad, and my brother. So it's very, it's a weird kind of emotion when I go back to that place. So, like today, like has happened before, this is Ball of Light is about a positive emotion that we have that got caught in the food. That now we're going back to the food to get that positive emotion. But I started to bawl today as we were going through that, and the memory came up, and remembering, my parents, my brother, they're all gone now. And I just bawled. So it was interesting because actually wanted your input on this because what I decided to do was go ahead and let myself experience that angst, that sadness. And I did a little bit of the echo tapping, I kind of muted you for a minute and did a little bit of, okay, I'm going to let myself experience the sadness. I'm going to get it out. And I did. And then I went back, then I unmuted and went back to the ball of light, and it evaporated very quickly. So anyway, I just wanted to share that because I think that just like Marlene, you can have a mixture of really good emotions and the bad can come up too. So anyway, I just wanted to share that in case that ever happens to anybody else. And that's the way I handled it. What would you think that was because I sort of mixed them there.
Yeah, yeah, and you're absolutely right. There can be layers to things, and one food can represent multiple emotional aspects to us and multiple memories. So you're absolutely right there, and I think you handled that very well. You captured kind of a different feeling and felt it going in a different direction that needed the echo tapping technique. So I think you did that beautifully.
Okay.
I do find that sometimes doing this ball of light, I mean, while it is typically positive emotions and happy memories and things that we have, sometimes it does bring up that sadness because of people that have passed. And even though it feels bad and it's sadness and grief is kind of a reflection of love. Do you know what I mean? So even though it was a bad feeling in going back to this place, it's really missing that connection. And it's a reflection of the love that you had with your family is what you were feeling. So it's to me, I still see that kind of as a good feeling. It just hurts to feel it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's a good thing to, take your time with that. And, if the echo tapping feels like the right thing to do, you can go off on that direction. But sometimes you just need to sit in that connection and, doing the ball of light exercise with those people that have passed on and just remembering like they're in your heart too. Like you still have access to them. You can still speak to them and connect with them. It's because we subconsciously, we remember the food with them, right? So that desire for the food, that desire for the chocolate ice cream, whatever it is like your way of connecting with that love again.
yeah. And that period of time because it got very ugly in my teen years, right? So I love go. I don't visit that place often, but wow, when you do, yeah.
Yeah.
So just wanted
Yeah.
to
Well,
share
good
that.
job doing that. I know it's a lot to visit those places and, think about those times. So kudos to
Yeah,
you for doing that today.
yeah. Thanks. All right. Hopefully that helps somebody.
Yeah. Thank you, Dawn.
Thanks.
Okay. All right, everyone. I think that is our time today. I do have to jump on another call. Otherwise, I'd stay and chat all day. So I hope you all got a good benefit out of this. We will have the replay available in the tapping circle in a couple of days. And we will see you soon on another call. Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.